So apparently it's the slow-moving things that overcome you, not the fast-moving things coming at you. I didn't see the icebergs, and they don't move very fast at all. Or perhaps it's more like going outside on a rainy day with an umbrella. As it turns out, neither the weather reports or the umbrella, as large as it is, just isn't enough to keep you from getting soaked, and in my case, washed away. But enough about the end. Let's see some nice, happy pictures about the beginning, when we had no earthly idea what was about to happen. We're going to start in 2003. A lot happened that year, for me and for the world. The year 2003 began under a whole lot of post-9/11 saber rattling. Not necessarily directed at the actual 9/11 culprits, but of course the public would not find that out till much later. A new meme entered our vocabulary, shock and awe. No one was really shocked, but I'm sure many felt awe at the astonishing amount of military hardware we were willing to throw out.
Throw out the hardware, let's do it right.
Meanwhile, somewhere inside your body. After millions of frequent flyer miles, used in an international collaboration, the Human Genome Project announced the successful completion of its mission to map and patent the entire human genome. This inevitable achievement provided scientists with an unprecedented understanding of the blueprint of human life and how to charge the public for flaws in their genetic makeup. Meanwhile, somewhere in cyberspace, Apple launched the iTunes Music Store, forever changing the way we consume digital music. Not really, though. Now we just had to start paying Apple for it. And pay we did, as the iTunes Store offered a legal and user-friendly way to repurchase and download individual songs and albums that we already owned on vinyl, 8-track, cassette, and CD, and in our Kazaa folder. The store's success was fueled by the rising popularity of the iPod, the putative forerunner to the iPhone. But don't take it from me, let Steve Jobs make it all okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming this morning. We have some really exciting things to announce. So let's just get right into it. As you know, Apple's strategy is to innovate. Today, we're going to innovate some more, and this time in music. Now, when Apple got into digital music, it was almost 2.5 years ago. And to announce our entry, we were not the first into it, but when we decided to get into it, we came on strong. The iTunes Music Store is what we're going to call this. Why do we call it the iTunes Music Store? Because it's built in to iTunes 4. Right over here in the source list is Music Store and Purchase Music Playlist. And when you click on Music Store, boom, you go right in to the iTunes Music Store. There's not a separate application to launch. You don't download your music into some obscure folder that you have to go find and drag into your jukebox. It is right in your jukebox. And it's my pleasure, after 1.5 years, to show this to you.
Meanwhile, somewhere in space. On February 1st, the cable news world watched in horror as the Space Shuttle Columbia disintegrated upon re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. The 7 astronauts aboard perished in the tragedy. They were true heroes. The Columbia disaster sent shockwaves through the global defense contractor community, reliant on Congress to keep the money trough full. It was a stark reminder of the inherent risks involved in space exploitation, if not defense contracting, and it shined a light on the inevitable statistical expendability of human life when pushing the boundaries of an aging technology and government bureaucracy. I don't wish to make light of this next event, but given what happened in 2020, it sure seems like the philosopher who posited this axiom should get an international memorial, as we did not heed his advice. In early 2003, a new and mysterious illness emerged in China. Severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS, spread rapidly, causing fear and uncertainty around the globe. The virus, believed to have originated in Chinese bats, jumped to humans and spread through close contact. Symptoms included fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, often progressing to severe pneumonia. Does that sound familiar? Countries around the world scrambled to contain the virus, implementing quarantines, travel restrictions, and public health measures. The SARS outbreak had a significant impact on global health, infecting over 8,000 people and causing nearly 800 deaths, with millions and millions and millions more to follow.
Meanwhile, in the redwoods of Northern California.
But I'm happy to say I didn't have anything to do with any of those world-shaking great events. I'd come to a bit of a nexus in my life where I couldn't really afford the post-dot-com lifestyle of keeping up a ranch by the coast with my ill-gotten gains. So I decided to buy an income-producing resort, but most importantly, it had a large, beautiful meadow and lovely gardens. So I decided to start a wine event. That was my entree into the wine business. Now comes the Pinot on the River story.
This is my second video. You can see the prior one by clicking up on the screen. Please like, subscribe, and send me some comments. I'd sure appreciate it. See you next time.